I think our gospel reading today about divorce and adultery speaks for itself. So let me not speak further about it. I want to focus my reflection this evening on the first reading. Like I told you yesterday, the drama in the life and mission of the prophet Elijah, which has been read from the first book of Kings for the past several days now, continues today with chapter 19. Yun ang binasa natin. And the setting is inside a cave sa loob ng kuweba at Mount Horeb, otherwise called Mount Sinai. I imagine myself being in the position of the prophet Elijah and reacting to God's order, go outside. Lumabas ka riyan. Anong ibig niyan sabihin? What did he mean? Siguro sasabihin ko, is he asking me to allow myself to be arrested by the soldiers of the king and his wicked wife, Queen Jezebel? Hinahabol nga siya ng mga sundalo. And here is what I would probably have answered to God. Kung ako yung tinanong. Kung ako yung tinanong, what are you doing here? Siguro sasabihin ko kay Lord, Lord, you know why I am here? I am taking refuge in the shelter of your holy cave where Moses first met you. And why are you telling me now to go outside? Don't you see what is going on out there? A storm has just passed by. Boulders have rolled down the hills because of a landslide that had been triggered by an earthquake. And at the moment, there is a brush fire that is raising down the whole forest. And then you tell me, go outside? Are you not my shepherd anymore? Lord, do you no longer care about me, a member of your flock, whom you used to lead in verdant pastures? Here I am, about to be devoured by the false shepherds who are ruling over our people and who have forsaken you. Protect me, Lord, my shepherd. Let me stay in the comfort of this cave, safely guarded by your rod and your staff. Pero sasagot ang Panginoon. And I imagine God saying back, and why stay inside, Elijah? The safety of this cave, the safety inside the cave is not your place. My sheep are outside. They are dispersed. They have been taken over by false shepherds who are more violent than lions and bears. And many of them are hungry, injured, and lost. Would you please shepherd them again for me? They need to hear my voice through you. Yes, once upon a time, I appeared to Moses inside this very cave. I allowed him to have a glimpse of the fire that was burning in my heart for the hapless people who were being oppressed as slaves in Egypt. I remember Moses was like you. When I first met him, he was also running away from trouble, sheltering in the comfort zone of Midian. And so, I pushed him out. I led him. I led him inside this cave. But after revealing my pain to him, I asked him to go outside, to go out back to Egypt, to set my people free. I asked him to lead the people through the desert and to bring them to this mountain inside this cave and to stand guard outside the cave by its mouth, to be the gate himself, to keep my people safe and secure. Our first reading today now makes me understand what Jesus must have meant in John chapter 10. You remember that passage about the Good Shepherd, where he is switching images. First, he speaks about the Good Shepherd, and later he speaks about the gate for the sheep. He is the Good Shepherd, but he is also the gate for the sheep. And we're told, that caves once upon a time were the places of refuge, where the shepherds would usually keep their sheep, their flock, from storms, from landslides caused by earthquakes, and from brush fires. And there, a shepherd would guard his sheep with his very life by standing there at the mouth of the cave, setting himself outside with a clear message to the intruders. Dare to come near my sheep, all right, but only over my dead body. Over my dead body. Siguro ito rin yung sinasabi ni Pope Francis when he says, go out. He is telling us to stop behaving like a mindless herd or a flock, to be always protected if we truly take part in the life and mission of our Good Shepherd. Parang ang mensahe sa atin ni Pope Francis is the same as the message of God to Elijah. Stop staying inside the comfort zone of your parish churches, of your ecclesiastical institutions. Go out. Go out. Outside there, after having struggled with the typhoon and the earthquake and the fire, my spirit will come upon you like a soft and gentle breeze to restore your strength and your courage, so that with Christ, you can stand by the door and you can serve as the very gateway to those you have secured inside the cave. To be ready to lay down your life for the last, the least, and the lost, the ones for whom my heart is burning with compassion.